So let's say you're hired as a designer to come in and create the layout, create the navigation, and create the flow of the pages. But you don't really want to spend the time populating all of the pages with data. You just want to say, okay, I've got your layout done, now you populate it. In the past, designers and web developers have really strayed across this because they're thinking, well, wait a minute, if we hand it off to somebody who may not be able to work with a web environment, what if they can't maintain the website or update their data? Hence, Dreamweaver has come up, and it's been out for quite some time, and not too many people use it. It's the templating function. If you're working in a team, you need to be using templates for pretty much everything you build. All right, so what we'll do is create a template based off of one of our original files. So we'll just open the index.html file. Okay. And we're going to go, and notice here it says index.html. We'll go to File, Save As Template. Okay. And this, we're going to give it a name. So the description will be basic page. Okay. And the name is going to be basic gloss. All right. Save it. Update all the links. And it looks like nothing changed. But if you look right up here, it says DWT for Dreamweaver template. All right. Now, at this point, if I was to create a new file based off of this, I would be able to do nothing with it. Okay, so we'll go ahead and close it. Go to File, New. Okay, if you go to the Templates tab at the top, you will see a listing of all of our templates. So I'll say, all right, that's perfect. Let's create this template. But look at my cursor. I cannot edit a single thing on this page. Okay, so let's go back to our template and make some changes and modifications. Now, you'll have a folder created for templates once you create a single template. You can also access your templates directly from the Assets panel. Just go down to this button right here, and there is all of your templates. So I'll just double click and load that up. Okay, so what good would a template be if we can't modify any of this content? Well, let's create some templated or editable content. So I'll just come up here and I'll say this is title. Okay, so I'll highlight that, and I'll go up here and I'll choose Insert, Template Objects, Editable Region. Okay, and I'll give this a name. Title of content. There we go. All right, we're going to do the same for this. We're going to highlight this paragraph here. We're going to Insert, Template Objects, Editable Region. And this would be our title, or I'm sorry, content main. Okay, so that's our main content panel. Now at this point I don't need a graphic because I can always add a graphic. And right now I don't need this. This could be a secondary piece or an optional piece. And I'll show you how to do optional elements here in just a second. So I'll go ahead and delete that for now, and I'll show you how to do some optional stuff. All right, let's just take a look at what we have here. So I'll save this, and it's telling us that this title of contents, this guy right here, is inside of an H1 tag. That's fine. Okay, I'm going to turn this off, because whenever our future person types in here, we want it to always be an H1 title designation. So you can see it's inside of this H1. All right, so let's close this out. Let's create a new file based off this template. Create. Now, if you take a look, I can't edit any of this stuff, but I can edit the title. Okay, new page. I can come in here and add more content. Okay, I can drop in an image. So I can do all the things I can do with any other page except modify areas of this layout that are not allowed for me to modify. All right, so I hope that kind of makes sense. Let me just undo a little bit so I have a paragraph left. All right, let's save this. And I'll call this new page from templates, just so you can see kind of what we've got here. All right, let's preview this. There you go. You can see this is a brand new page created directly from my other elements. Really fast, really easy. Now, let's close this and let's go back to our template. This is where it starts to get interesting. Okay? Back in our template, we can make modifications. So let's add another bit of content. Let's maybe add our address. Okay, so I'll go to my library element. I'll choose and I'll drag and drop my address in here. Okay, perfect. Save this. When I save it, just like a library element, it asks me, wait a minute, you've got a template based off of this template in this file. You want to update? Sure thing. So I update, I close, and now when I go back to my file, it's going to have my address directly on there. Now, what if the client that we're working with, what if they don't want to put the address there? They want to save that and make it nice and neat. Well, let me show you how to create a piece of content here that is optional for the user. So I'll select this mailing address. Okay, I've got this thing selected. And we'll go up here to Insert, Template Items, Optional Region. Okay, and we're going to give it a name. Company address. And we'll hit OK. And actually, let me hit edit on that. I'm going to turn off show by default. We'll say OK. We'll save this, update. Now watch, this is where it gets really cool. If I open up my page in preview, the address is no longer there. Okay. However, if I want to show the address, all I have to do is go to Modify, Template Properties, set this to True, okay, Show Company Address, hit OK, there it is. So now when I hit refresh, there's the company address. So you can do all kinds of things. You might want to build a template page for the gallery, a template page for different quotes, and then the users can go in and type in all their information and get all of their stuff without you getting your pages mixed up or messed up. Okay. You still retain full control over all of these pages. So let me show you. By opening the template and adjusting one bit of code, so let's say this is wrapped inside this H1, okay, I'm going to actually change it to an H2, save, update. Now, watch, as I go to check on this page, it's taken on H2 heading. So if I was to have gone back and build my entire website using nothing but templates, I would be able to make major changes to not only layout, but how all these pages are connected, as well as what all the little pieces are being used for very, very quickly. So if I wanted to change graphics or headers or move this to the other side, hit this here, all I would have to do is change that on my template, and it would update everywhere else. Okay, so template functions are incredible.